Welcome to Quartzsite, our annual dating game. We're about to have a whole lot of fun.
I lost my key.
Now, this is, I believe your name, Maxim Steele, everybody. Bachelorette number 1, tell us a little about yourself, and why are you so desperate that you can't get a date any place besides here?
Well, and it's a sure thing that they just don't know how quality I am. My name is Rosie.
Rosie, okay. Sounds like you're Italian?
You've got it all wrong, my dear.
Okay.
It's a little bit closer to the North Sea.
All right, Bachelorette number 2.
Hello, I am Miss Southern Belle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what else would you like to know?
Where are you from? Appalachia?
I'd say Alabama.
Alabama.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Roll Tide. All right. And Bachelorette number 3.
Desperate, I'm not.
Not desperate.
Rocky, I am.
Lucky you are? Rocky. All right. Okay. Ambassador, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then go ahead and start with your questions.
I'm a bachelor. Bachelorette number 1. What will I think is the best part of your anatomy after we meet? Explain, please.
Oh, is that what you're doing then? You're asking me about me body? Well, I would think you would be liking my rosy red lips the best.
Bachelorette number 2.
Well, I must say, I think my fingers is the best part of my anatomy. And I could ever so slowly just go around your lips.
Bachelorette number 3, same question.
Well, I'm one of the very fortunate women out there because I was born with 3 knees. See my left knee? It's all buttery and soft. And my right knee? It's kind of fun and ticklish. But the best part about me is my high knee.
Okay, question number 2.
Question number 2. What is your favorite time of day to exercise?
Well, at this point in my life, anytime I can be getting some exercise is a good time, I'll tell you. And for me, I'm like a cat. On a warm afternoon and the sun coming down on the bed and I stretch, and that'll get me purring for sure.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Okay, number 2. You need a little time?
Yes.
Hold it right up to your head.
I'd say very early morning and preferably before I become vertical would be my time for exercise.
Number 3.
Well, Master Bachelor, if you knew me well, you'd know I recently had solar put on my rig. So what benefit is that? Solar equals electricity in our rigs, right? What does electricity do? It charges my batteries for my exercising.
shocking. Some RVers travel in different size rigs. Large 40-footers, some in very small, and some in just medium size. What size fits in your lifestyle?
Well, as they say, size doesn't matter. Technique does. And so I be wanting you to bring me your Lucky Charms, my dear.
I personally love a small rig because it is so mobile and it can fit in all the tight places.
Master Bachelor, it's not the size of the rig that matters. It's how you maintain it. Do you clean it? Do you rotate the tires? Do you grease the ball bearings?
I'm an amateur bartender. After an evening with the winds, we have had a fine dinner with fine wine, which consists of a bonfire with weenies and boxed wine. After which we have danced on an amazing dance floor, gravel, and then we're going back to my abode for a fire-lit evening repast of an evening drink. Now you've got to get the idea. The fire is a projector on the inside and the crackling sound is a light bar, just setting the scene. Now, as an amateur bartender, I have 3 specialty drinks. Please choose one and then tell me why. A Harvey Wallbanger, a long, comfortable screw against the wall, and Sex on the Beach. Which would you choose?
Well, just don't make me choose, darling. I'm liking the sound of all 3. Well, can I have them one right after the other then? And because I do like to drink a lot. And, if you'll be bringing me some Jameson whiskey, you'll be winning my heart for sure.
This is Bachelorette number 2. I think I would like the solo screw. You know what us Southern gals, we're known for talking slow and being slow, and I'd really like that slow screw. Would that be okay with you?
Definitely.
Okay, this is Bachelorette number 3. So, without confusing it, you did say Harvey Wallbanger and not Harvey Weinstein, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you know the Harvey Wallbanger, it's not a bad drink, and people discount it some, but it hits hard, it hits fast, and it finishes off sweet, and that's what I'm picking.
Okay, this is for each bachelorette in order. Bachelorette number 1, describe number 2. Number 2, describe number 3. And 3, describe number 1. In body type and personality.
Well, now, I'm looking at an hourglass figure, and that's for sure. I just can't tell you how many hours have passed through that glass. But she's a charmer, and she's a bit slow, as she's already told you. And here she is.
Ambassador 2, describe number 3.
Well, I must say she is a beauty, but that blonde hair, how many bottles did that take to get that color? That's all right.
And Bachelorette describes number 1.
Bachelorette number 1. Well, have you ever heard about someone meeting you way before they do? She got the Black Widow tattooed on her back.
our age, might be a very pertinent question. If you can still have sex, where would you like to have it?
What do you mean by if? Sonny, there's no if about it. And anywhere, just like with the any time, anywhere is a good time at this stage of the game. But I do like a bouncy bed, you know.
And to repeat what she just said, what do you mean? If we are still having sex? I think I'd like the best place would be in that small rig that I told you about. I think I'd like it there. As we get into those tight places, like I told you about before. Remember that? Do you?
Well, you know, I gave this a lot of thought. And I think the place I'd like to have sex with you, baby, is in the local parking lot of the hospital, because you're going to need a defibrillator when we're done.
I like to go to the grocery store shopping. As you go through the aisles, there are certain types in the veggies and in the meats that just could possibly turn a person on if thought in the right direction. Can you give me an example?
Well, now, darling, I myself like to go diamond shopping. And those are the carrots I'd be looking for to turn me on. And, oh, yes, and while you're in that aisle, I want you to be thinking about a different aisle, a rose petal strewn aisle that you're going to walk me down after you buy that diamond. And in the grocery store, be sure to pick up a bar of Irish Spring so I can scrub your back with it.
I don't know what to say, but, you know, in the vegetable aisle, there are so many different sizes and shapes of all these different vegetables. It's good for a girl to have a selection.
Master, bachelor. Probably for me, it would be in the whipped cream aisle. So you know they make vanilla and chocolate? And then if you could go up the baking aisle and you could buy some sprinkles, maybe like in 3 or 4 different colors. And then if you would go to the arts and crafts aisle and you could buy some Sharpies, and then maybe to the duct tape. Oh, wait, sorry.
It's time now for the ladies to make their final appeal. Bachelor at number 1. You can say anything you want here.
Well, now, darling, I already told you my intent. And I am just so ready for that aisle and that warm bath with the Irish Spring and the diamonds you'll be bringing me. Oh, and the other ones had some good ideas. I like the flowers, too, and a lot of wine. And is he giving me signals to cut it short? No, the signal is
That's
different.
right, number 2. Tell us a little how you want it.
Well, bachelor, I think that I would like to be surprised on our date and would love for you to take me wherever you'd like to go, and we would definitely have a good time. And thank you so much for listening to me.
And number 3, your final appeal.
Look, dude, I already got the vodka. I already got the duct tape. I already got the sprinkles. You just bring the whipped cream. That's it.
All right. It's time for our bachelor, Maxim Steele, to make his decision. Which woman would you love to have a fabulous date with and share this very expensive bottle, $3 at Walmart, wine, cooking wine?
Well, let's see. Number 1 is telling me she's from the English Isles. Number 2 is a Southern Belle. And number 3, I haven't figured out yet. All 3 sound very, very interesting. But I think number 1.
Number 1.